Welcome to this explainer on image input and vision from Claude Master. I want you to picture your desk right now. If you're like most people, chances are you've got what we call trapped data sitting right in front of you. And you know, it's incredibly frustrating. It's static, it's messy, and honestly, it's practically useless to you in its current form.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? A crumpled restaurant receipt from yesterday's lunch. A screenshot of a massive Python error that you literally can't copy and paste. Or maybe just a quick, hand-drawn wireframe sketch from a brainstorm. These are real-world situations we all deal with every day. But here's the incredible part. Claude can read every single one of them. You just attach the image, ask a question, and get your answer.
So we call this feature vision. Basically, it's an image input that lets Claude receive and reason about static image files. Think JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, and WebPs, right alongside your standard text prompts. Essentially, this gives Claude a pair of eyes to understand what's sitting in front of you. It can describe, extract, and interpret all that trapped data. But keep in mind, it works in one direction only. Claude has eyes to read, not a paintbrush to draw. It doesn't actually generate or edit images. Now, let's talk about a key stat here. On the standard interface, Claude supports up to 20 images per turn. And the best part, that capacity is available on every single plan, completely free. But if you scale up to the API, that number literally explodes. Claude can handle a massive 600 images per request. Just imagine processing hundreds of scanned documents or receipts in one single automated go. It's a real game changer. Let's actually walk through one example of a standard office headache, the dreaded meal expense claim. We're going to deconstruct this journey from step 1, the raw, blurry photo input, to step 2, the chat prompt instruction, and finally step 3, the structured data output. Let's see exactly how we bridge that gap. Okay, so here is the exact prompt we use. We tell it, extract the date, restaurant name, each line item with price, subtotal, tax, tip if shown, and total. Return a markdown table. If any value is unclear, note it in parentheses. Notice how wonderfully specific this is? That's absolutely crucial. By demanding a specific format and directly instructing Claude on how to handle uncertainty, you're guaranteeing a highly useful response.
And boom, here is the result. Just look at this pristine, structured data. Claude completely transformed the visual chaos of a crumpled photo into a perfectly clean markdown table. The restaurant, the individual line items, the subtotal, the tax, it's all extracted and beautifully formatted for you.
Now, actually, the most crucial part of this whole output is a single line of text Claude appended right below that table. The tip amount is partially obscured, value shown is best estimate. This right here is exactly why we asked Claude to flag uncertainties. It forces a human review element. You're never blindly trusting an AI with blurry data. Instead, you get this highly structured draft with the potential problem spots already highlighted for you to double-check. Of course, we all want to be as efficient as possible, so here's a practical rule of thumb for you. Vision is absolutely magical for data trapped in images, like paper forms, whiteboards, or uncopyable screenshots. But if you have text that can already be highlighted and copied, like code from your IDE or data from a spreadsheet, just copy and paste it as text input. It's faster and it's more reliable. Vision is incredibly powerful, but simple copy-pasting is still your best bet if the text is already accessible.
Real quick, it's also important to clarify the boundaries of this tool so you know exactly when to use it. Here's what Vision won't do. It won't identify specific people in photos. It won't generate or edit images. For that, you really should reach for dedicated tools like DALL-E or Midjourney. And it won't create UI designs from scratch. Anthropic actually has a separate product called Claude Design, specifically built for that.
Which brings us to our key takeaway. This is the sharp, memorable heuristic I want you to leave with today. One image, one clear question, one useful answer. Attaching an image turns a static visual into something you can instantly interact with and extract data from, and it takes absolutely no special setup. If you want to dive deeper into this, you can read the full chapter with more worked examples and common pitfalls over at claudemaster.net. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to look back down at your desk. What trapped data are you going to unlock today?